Assalamu alaikum dear students. We welcome you all in APSEC's online support program. This is Shyamna Kamal from APS South Senior Section. Today we will start chapter number 15, that is Pythagoras theorem, textbook page number 238, and the topic is theorem 15.1. Objective of the day is to understand the properties of right angle triangle and to understand the steps of Pythagoras theorem in detail. Let's start theorem 15.1, Pythagoras theorem. Its statement is, in a right angle triangle, the square of the length of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of the lengths of the other two sides. Dear students, right angle triangle is a triangle in which one angle is of 90 degree. So ACB is a right angle triangle in which right angle is at C. Opposite side of angle A is labeled by small a, opposite side of angle B is labeled by small b, and opposite side of angle C is labeled by small c. It's a right angle triangle, so its sides are base, perpendicular, and hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is the side that is opposite to an angle of 90 degree. So under the given we have written triangle ACB is a right angle triangle in which angle C equal 90 degree and measurement BC equal small a. If we look at the diagram, BC is the line segment and its length is equal to small a now. And measurement of side AC equal small b and measurement of side AB equal small c. In to prove, we have to write square of the hypotenuse equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides, that are perpendicular square plus base square. So here hypotenuse is AB square equal perpendicular here is BC square plus base here is AC square, and their lengths are C square equal A square plus B square. Under the construction, what we have done? We have written draw CD perpendicular from C on AB. Perpendicular is a line segment that is drawn from any vertex C or any point on a line segment, and it is making an angle of 90 degree. So this CD is a perpendicular line segment and it is labeled by small h. Now, after making this perpendicular line segment, side AB has been divided into two parts. The one is AD, so the measurement AD equal small x and measurement BD equal small y. And triangle ACB has been divided into two sub-triangles. The one is ACD, the other is BCD. And in the figure, we can observe angles of equal measurements are also marked. हम यहाँ इन्हें देख सकते हैं, ये वाला एंगल और ये वाला एंगल सेम है, ये वाला एंगल और ये वाला एंगल भी इक्वल मेजरमेंट्स के हैं. हमने इन दोनों ट्राइंगल्स को सेपरेटली नीचे ड्रॉ भी किया हुआ है. Let's start its proof. At first we will compare triangle ACB and triangle ADC by keeping in mind the definition and properties of similar triangles. Triangles are similar if they have the same shape but can be different size. One of the property of similar triangle is that the angles are equal in measurement. Let's start comparing these two triangles. If we look at the diagram, then angle A of triangle ADC is equal in measurement of angle A of triangle ABC. The reason here is congruent angles. One angle of both the triangles equal 90 degree, that is ADC is congruent to ACB. The reason here is each angle equal 90 degree. If we look at the diagram again, then angle C of triangle ACD is equal in measurement of angle B of triangle ABC. The reason here is angle C and angle B are complements of angle A. What are complementary angles? Two angles are said to be complementary if they add up to 90 degree. That means if I add angle C and angle A, then their sum must be 90 degrees. Same goes for angle B and angle A. Now I proved three angles are congruent. That means I can write triangle ADC is similar to triangle ACB. Congruency of three angles postulate is applicable here. Second property is that the measure of corresponding sides of similar triangles are proportional. Here the corresponding sides are base upon base, that means x upon b, and the comparison of like quantities is ratio, and if we equate ratios then it becomes proportion. So I can write here base upon base, that means x upon b, perpendicular upon perpendicular, that means h upon a, hypotenuse upon hypotenuse, that means b upon c. So I have written here three fractions and I need only these two, x upon b and b upon c. After cross multiplication I have obtained this result, that is x equal b square upon c, and I labeled it as equation number 1. Now we will compare triangle BDC with triangle ABC. Angle B of triangle BCD is equal in measurement with angle B of triangle ABC. Same markings are labeled here. One angle of both the triangles is equal to 90 degree, that means angle BDC is congruent to angle BCA. The reason here is each angle equal 90 degree. If we look at the diagram, then angle C of triangle BCD is equal to angle A of triangle BCA. The reason here is angle C and angle A both are complements of angle B. The reason is same, that if we add angle C and angle B, then their sum must be 90 degrees. Same goes for angle A and angle B. We are applying the same procedure, same method that we have applied in the last slide. Therefore, I can write that triangle BDC is similar to triangle BCA. Congruency of three angles postulate is applicable here. Again, we will compare the corresponding sides of both the triangles, that means base upon base, h upon b, perpendicular upon perpendicular, that means y upon a, and hypotenuse upon hypotenuse, that means a upon c, and I need only these two fractions. And after cross multiplication I have obtained the value of y, that is a over c, and I labeled it as 2. Dear students, if we look at the triangle ABC, then the line segment AB is labeled by small c and it is equal to x plus y. So we have written this relation here, c equal x plus y. This is our supposition by looking at the diagram, and we have made the relation for x and y in previous two slides. We put those two expressions here, a square over c plus b square over c equals c. And in the next step we have multiplied both the side by c and we have obtained this equation, that is c square equal a square plus b square. This is the proof of the given theorem. Today's written work is to note down theorem 15.1 in your notebooks. If you have any query regarding this theorem, you can ask through WhatsApp messages. Thank you and have a nice day.